Lightyear review, guys, to infinity and beyond. Action. What's going on, Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. This is Movie Talk for movie fans. We the movie world right into your ears, devices. Thank you for making us a part of your day. Let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pixar's 26th movie. While spending years attempting to return home, Space Ranger Buzz Lightyear encounters an army of ruthless robots commanded by Zurg, who are attempting to steal his fuel source. It's funny how they're mentioning fuel with our gas prices right now. But hey, on a lighter note, let's get right to it, man. I mean, what did you think of this movie, Angela? Knowing that this is the film, you know, this is the movie that was it what you expected out of this film? And before you start, I'm gonna go on and say it right here, right now, guys. Tell me in the comments down below, because the best part of this movie was the cat.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that, because when you say, was this a film I, expected? Yes and no. So I didn't expect to go that route story-wise. I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah. But I gotta agree with you. I did not expect myself to love the cat as much as I did. The cat for me was the best part of the movie. And even to find out the voice actor who played him, who voiced him, is also like Emile from Ratatouille. He's also done a lot of other Disney Pixar movies like Up, WALL-E. So to hear him be there,
Pixar family, keep it all together.
To hear him he brought so much personality. Oh man, Two Socks, love him. He was hands down my favorite, like by far, by miles. And I gotta say though, aside from that, the story wasn't actually too bad. Like I really liked the direction. I know you had problems with it. I
had huge problems. We're not gonna go into spoilers, guys, but I had my major problem here was the villain. And you guys will know what we're talking about, because we're not gonna talk about spoilers whatsoever. But was the villain, for me, it wasn't capitalized the way I wanted it to be. But at the same time, though, because I feel like the way this movie was turning, we talked about this, that how Pixar had, Soul was really like the most adult film. But I feel like this one was trying to make that attempt as well, to a sense, to where like it was trying to be adult and kids. And that's the thing too. I don't want to say it was forced. It's not. But Pixar does a really good job of just casually like influencing us in certain ways. And I love that. Beyond me, I love it. Obviously being a Toy Story fan to it. But again, we were kids when we watched Toy Story. So
that's another thing too. Yeah. So I feel like this was directed. So this movie prefaces that this is the movie Andy saw. Yes, exactly. So this is supposed to be the film directed towards kids and influenced Andy. So to preface what we're saying, but to be fair, it has like Disney has a lot of themes, messages, hidden deeper meanings, which I love the messages in this. I really did. Now, was it done the best as other films? I'm going to say no. Yeah. But did I enjoy myself watching this? Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I think it was such a great, fun film. I personally feel like it could go either way as far as other movies. If it doesn't, that's okay. If it does, awesome. Yeah. So I feel like the ending is kind of ambiguous as far as what they're going to do next. And I think that's the whole point. I don't think, me personally, this was meant to be the one and done. That's it. I feel like this sets it up to be something more. They can definitely, like you say, expand on it. Now, did I have a problem with the villain? Yes, I did. I didn't like the villain. It wasn't
capitalized to a full extent to where I wanted it. And again, I know everyone's going to say, Ryan, what the heck are you talking about? Or whatever. Look. You guys will know where, again, I'm not going to mention spoilers. It's kind of hard not to mention it, right? Because it's kind of hard to talk about without mentioning it. But, I mean, it's kind of tough because in the back of my mind, I'm all like, this is kind of lazy writing. But at the same time, though, I'm all like, I enjoyed the cat so much in this movie. And again, though, we talked about it. These movies, it's very hard, right? Because you got to think of it. Movies like animation films have to really appeal to all audiences when it comes to adults, certain movies, and when it comes to kids.
But also like with themes and overall takeaway messages, so, it has to be understood by everyone. Yeah, so not just adults, but kids. So like
I feel like this one, a lot of the jokes were mainly attentive towards kids. I would say in this movie, in this Pixar film, because I can tell you right now, I mean, it's like our other movies. by Pixar. They're not very. It's more like I would say Soul was probably and turning red. I would say it was more broad.
You could also argue Disney way Zootopia had a lot of adult themes on it.
That was that's just Disney.
Yeah, that's just Disney. But still, like Disney, Pixar.
Yeah.
They have a tendency to put a lot of hidden messages, deeper meanings to it. I really like the message in this one. It's all about like family. Yeah. And, even though you think, you want a legacy, there's just so much more. You can't take what you have for granted. And
that's another, when you got that out of it, I got something very, very valuable in a sense to where, we put ourselves down so many damn times. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. They put all these negative thoughts in our head. A lot of pressure. Not Disney, but just we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. In general, or just at your job, or you're frustrated, you're having a bad day. It suffocates you. I'm letting you know right now, guys, you're awesome. You're great at what you do. Keep working it because we all struggle. Whether it's depression, anxiety, whether it's just like, am I good enough? Am I worthy enough? And you are worthy. You're worthy. You're a great person, and push yourself to be that. Push yourself to be even better. And that's the thing too.
And overcome your fears.
Overcome fears. Exactly. And that's the thing too out of this movie is that you overcame your fear for one. And we got a good message out of that. And it also was the message of just like the voices in our head, like, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough for the legacy of my family.
Like the fear of failure.
Yeah. Oh, the fear. Exactly. Yes.
I failed.
Yeah.
So what does that say about me? I failed
so many times. I'm not good enough. And it goes into that same motive and that same, like, just it planted in our head, in our brain to where I'm not good enough. And again, though, you are worthy. You are good enough. I'll say that. But yeah, I got this out of that movie and I love that message. Again, I had no problem with the messages and all that stuff. That was amazing. Great job, Pixar. But I just had a problem with the villain. And you guys know what we're talking about once you see this movie. But again, that was just my take on it. What the heck are you talking about, right? You crazy.
You could argue if this was just a setup movie, you could argue that a better villain could be coming in the fourth. I would hope so.
Yeah, and there is 3 end credit scenes, by the way, guys. So please stay tuned on that. 3 end credit scenes. That's not a spoiler. It's letting you know.
It almost seems like there's not going to be, but there are.
They are. So again, we talk about how the canon of the original of like the Disney movie that came on. It was Buzz Lightyear Star Command. But again, though, this is a prequel to that, right? So that we knew that already. That's not a spoiler. We knew it was a prequel. It's not Star Command as we know it at first because it kind of shows us that. So in regards to all that, I kind of wish they would have done more nostalgia. Again, that's just the geek side of me of loving the character so much.
But I feel like this isn't a movie that has a huge geek factor compared to other movies.
No, this is though. That's the thing too, is that they're setting us up for that though.
It is, but again, it's a setup movie.
And they do a little bit of Easter eggs here, and we're not going to mention it, of course, because that's a spoiler. Where they do a little bit of Easter eggs to where the toy enactments in the Toy Story 1 and 2. They kind of show that a lot in this movie, which I love because the references we see now are the past into the toy that we see when we're kids. So,
yeah, and so I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't know what kind of direction they were going to go, but I was surprised.
What do you think of Chris Evans as the voice here? Did it mind you? I mean,
I know a lot of people.
Were mad,
and I gotta say, it would have been a kind of weird to have Tim Allen be the voice and the toy. Because that would have been weird for me. I'm sorry.
That makes sense.
So, do I like Chris Evans? Yes. As the voice? Yeah, I do. Now, where was he a little corny and stern and uptight sometimes? But that's just his character. That's just Buzz Lightyear. He talks to himself. He's very, he takes orders. But I did not have a problem with Chris Evans as the voice.
I thought I was one of those people, and I really thought I was going to have a problem. But to be honest, guys, you really follow this. You follow Buzz, right? The real Buzz. You follow the real Buzz, and it kind of makes sense. It makes sense why Pixar made this decision. Now, after watching the movie, you're going to realize why they did that. And it makes sense. It does. I'll give Pixar that. I give them that. Keke Palmer was really good.
I love Izzy.
Her. Granted. Is it weird? Again, this is me being weird about it because I like drama movies. I like dramatic, dark moments. That's just me just being a film critic and just me loving those moments. Is it weird that I loved Keke Palmer's voice whenever she was talking, like whenever she was going through those dark moments.
Well, I mean,
I love that because it showed
she's such a good actress.
Yeah,
that she does those moments well.
Yeah, it's weird. Like it just felt so real. It really did, and I love those moments versus her joke. Her jokes were good, but I enjoyed her struggling moments more.
Well, because I feel like she is such a good actress, she can shine through those moments. You say, it's real. It comes personal. Across very real.
I feel like she really feels that way to a certain degree. And let's be honest here, we all have felt that way. We're human. We're human beings in this world. We're all gonna feel a certain way, and we're all gonna feel some type of depression, some type of anxiety. I can guarantee that 100%. I mean, you can guarantee it. It's just we all go through our own struggles, and the fact that she actually shows it on their voice is really good. I
loved her character. It was great. Yeah, I loved Izzy. Yeah. Izzy's great.
Zurg is played by James Brolin, which is crazy because, you know, when the outcome of that. So that was really good too by Pixar to do that. So yeah, was this the film that we needed, Angela?
I would say yes, just because I feel like it was done pretty well. And it has the Disney's formula. You have the hero or heroine. You have a funny animal sidekick.
Socks,
you have
socks. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it was so cute. I think it's such a nice family summer film. Yeah, I feel like it was done not that bad. I enjoyed myself. And I think y'all will too.
This movie really is going to shape up to be a really good summer hit. I mean, it's going to be one of those good summer hits, especially right before, Thor, which comes out about a month from now, a little over a month. So, so definitely a good place to start out the summer right here, guys. And it's a great family film. Be sure to check it out at theater near you. This is really going to be a really good family film, really good film to take the kids to go see. Was this a film that we deserved? Yeah, I'm going to say yeah.
I feel like because of all the messages overall, like takeaways, and plus, it's Disney. I got it.
What rating are you going to give this, Angela?
I would give it, if the cat wasn't in here and had as big of a part as he is, I'd give it lower. But because the cat saved it for me a lot, I'll give it a 7.
I'm going to give it a solid 6. Solid 6 in this movie because the story did not pan out the way I wanted it to. In a sense to where the villain, I wanted to see more depth, more origin behind that. But again, though, like you said, there might be a setup. We don't know, but there's a setup. Again,
it could go either way.
It's open-ended.
Up to interpretation.
Yeah. It's good and bad.
Think of what you will. I like movies like that because, again, I think that's the whole point. If this movie is successful,
if
it does, it could be more. If not, it's okay.
I agree. I completely agree.
I give it a 7.
All right, Alamo City Movie Talk does recommend this movie, guys. Obviously, we are To Infinity and Beyond, which I did love. That was pretty cool. To Infinity.
Beyond.
That was pretty cool. But yeah, I love that so much. I love the character development between the characters. I really did. God, it was really good.
Pixar can make me cry.
Oh man, Pixar made me cry on the times that I did not know I was gonna cry of getting old.
Yeah.
That was
saying goodbye.
Yeah, that was God. I don't know how the hell guys, I don't know how you do it, man. You made me cry in a movie. Every single movie. Name me a movie I haven't cried or at least attempted or at least felt bummed.
Felt it in here.
Dude, you just y'all know the heart.
You're so good at that.
And you guys are cat owners. We know it because the way the authenticity of this movie, how it was to be.
And if you're not, I'm shocked. Y'all did your research because that really cat was on point. We have 4, and it was on point.
Yeah, we got 4 cats. Anyways, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for making us a part of your day. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that Coyote.
And this is the Alamo City Movie Talk. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, guys. You know you want to hit that subscribe button. What did you think of this movie, guys? Put on the comments down below. Whether you listen to us on our podcast, let us know in the comments on our YouTube channel. And thank you for making us a part of your day once again. Have yourself a wonderful day. Stay safe. San Antonio. Later.